You are listening to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Mistress Miriam. I'm here with Violet Hauslor. And you just heard Canopy with Whim, the Feldons, My Town, and we started off with Queen Moo, On the Run.
Let's start things off with Canopy out of New Haven, Connecticut, and their track Whim, which is really fun. That's off of Canopy's self-titled album, which just came out in March. I love their sort of psychedelic jam band sound. It's so fun.
It is way fun. And you know that they're having fun doing it.
hmm
You can sense it, you can hear it. I mean, it's just a great time.
Yeah, it really is. They're clearly artists who've done a lot of work live in order and are able to recreate that sort of sound in the studio, which is always impressive. But they also clearly have a lot of inspiration from like funk in a lot of ways. They say that they are inspired by rock, blues, jazz, and funk, and you kind of hear the funk in how their groove comes together. You can really in some of their playing and how they
Yeah.
sort of bring those influences into their more classic rock, Grateful Dead almost esque jam band sound.
You said exactly what I was kind of trying to put my finger on as somebody who's a live performer. They captured that live quality in the
hmm
studio.
Yeah. And you can actually catch them live at the Troutstock Music Festival up in Montague, Massachusetts on July 27th. So
I've got to go to that. I've never heard of that. The
it's a new one
trout.
to me, but
Do you think it has anything to do with fish?
I do not know. I'll be honest. So
Um,
before that, we had the Feldons out of Greenfield, Massachusetts with My Town. And that's off their self-titled EP, which came out just a couple weeks ago, which is full of both originals and covers. This one's one of their originals, and you can hear, obviously, it's influenced by the Western Massachusetts area.
yep.
It's all about this town.
Yeah, how are you getting all of this new stuff? I am impressed.
Oh, I go out of my way to look for the newest of the new stuff. I really
Yeah.
do. And the Feldons.
They're so cool. Always been cool. 60s sound. I
Yeah,
love that kind of vintagey quality going on there.
yeah, that classic rock and soul 60s and early 70s sound. They're influenced by acts like Paul Butterfield and the Cosmic Blues Band. Though they're also drawing from some modern garage rock influences like the Love Me Nots and the Woggles, which is kind of cool. Really upbeat, really fun, dancey, energetic. And this record was all mixed and mastered over at Stone Lab Studios in East Hampton. It's just
Uh,
kind of cool. You don't hear a lot of folks who make modern stuff in this style from around here.
no, no, you don't.
Not common, but it does happen, and these guys are an excellent example of it.
Queen Moo.
Queen Moo out of Hartford, Connecticut.
Moo. Queen Moo.
Yeah, I love these guys. They're amazing, and their track On the Run. This is off their new Too True album, which just came out a couple weeks ago. And I've been a fan of Queen Moo's sort of experimental glam and prog influenced sound for quite a while now, actually. So I was very excited to listen through this new record when it came out. And it was so cool. It's such a cool record. There's so much interesting stuff going on in it. So many different styles and genres. And the lyrics are also really excellent. The album is clearly very introspective about life on the road and how they've sort of developed as a band and the way they say it, how it feels being Queen Moo.
Mm.
Plus, they wrote, recorded, and produced it entirely at home. And it
I
sounds great.
It sounds fantastic. I've been just blown away by some of these albums that have been recorded at home. Like everything is done
Mhm.
within the four walls, and not in the studio. It's so impressive to me. I mean, I don't know. This stuff kind of blows my mind.
It's
This
impressive, yeah.
yeah, this track is great.
Mhm.
Really kind of rock feeling
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
rock, blues, but weird and off kilter in a really exciting way.
I love that weirdness.
And they're going to be playing on April 27th at Pope Park in West Hartford, so they're definitely touring around for this record as well.
What's next?
Oh, we're gonna have a bit of a interesting rock block, I think is the best way I can describe it. There's lots of different styles and variations on that theme. Uh, we've got Gifted Horses, 1974, and Outer Stylie. So let's start things off with Gifted Horses. Here's Chariot Ride.